Yo, what is up, guys? What is poppin'? We are here with NPL Playoffs, round 1 versus Professor Chipboard and his Bristol Bulu, I think. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's about time to finally have a playoff game, so I'm definitely pretty hyped for this one. Spent a lot of time building. Shout out to my boy Gypsy King for helping me a little with the squad. Just wasn't sure what I want to bring, but I decided for some nice uh, I decided to bring some nice semi-stall here with Mega Galate, obviously. And yeah, it's a team that has some flaws. Matchup isn't the best, I would say, but I still think that I built one of the better teams that I could have brought. So pretty I'm pretty confident going into this matchup. Even though when we played, I was I wasn't sure if I um, got the right team to beat Chip, because I know Chip is a very creative builder. He has a bunch of threats. I wasn't sure exactly what he wanted to bring. I really expected a T-Tar somewhere here, or an Embor, even a Charizard. Definitely tough, but yeah, we'll hop into the matchup right now, I think. Chip has been one of the guys who handed us a loss during the regular season, but it was more like of a not so serious matchup, I would say. I just brought Hyper Offense and hoped I would win. I didn't want to reveal stuff that I would have brought to playoffs, so I just did some fun stuff to play, but copped an L. Was a fun one, but he destroyed me a little. But now we're here, so definitely should be fun to get my revenge potentially. So the team I brought, I built around a cursed recycle mug with knockoff and poison jab. My opponent doesn't have any mon besides T-Tar that resist Mug's dual step. And looking at my opponent's team, unless Quillfish has Haze or Taunt, or Tornadus has knockoff, Mug can win on its own. Pelosant is gonna be defensive because it's his best, alongside Quillfish's best Scolipede check. And I felt like Mug can kind of abuse those too, especially if Quillfish doesn't run Haze. I can just knock off and get rid of its item, keep it low, and then revenge kill it easier. And Pelosant, because of my Spadef investment, I'm very much Spadef. Can't 2KO me with Earth Power, so unless you get special defense drops, I can set up on this. Jirachi, I wasn't sure what he was gonna bring. I figured a calm mindset would be in his best interest versus me, because it uses stuff like Flaps, stuff like Zapdos. But looking at his team, it also seems to be potentially his rock. I don't know if Pelosant can fit rocks on the set, and I think he actually revealed later to be non-rocks Pelosant, but Jirachi could very well be his rocker. I figured Pelosant maybe wants to have some coverage for some of my better stuff. Definitely runs Toxic and Shore Up, I figured. Then at least one of his steps, and then maybe coverage. So rocks, I wasn't sure if he had it. And yeah, obviously he brought a very cool Pelosant set this time. But yeah, Mug definitely my biggest win condition in this game. But also looking very clean, my Galate SD3 attacks, dual step and knockoff. Can put in quite some work once again. This Tornado's paralyzed. I have T-Wave on my Clef as well as Static and Discharge on my Zapdos. Getting this, I think, Parrot is of utmost importance, I would say, because that really opens up room for the late. Because on a squad, nothing but an offensive Altaria can Oko Galate. I chew up the Moonblast mid ease. Obviously, Tornadus can knock me out with a Hurricane too, but if I Parrot, I can just after rocks knock it out with a +2, or not even after rocks, but I can knock it out with a +2 Zen. So I just need to get this, I think, Parrot to go and try to win with Galate. Clef, as I said, T-Wave, Moonlight, not Moonlight, Moonblast, Softball, Carmine. I figured Carmine was a nice late game win condition versus a Hyper Voice Altaria, potentially, versus a non-boosting Jirachi, maybe with Flash Cannon over Iron Head. Helps versus this thing, helps versus Floggers, in case he is especially invested offensively. Obviously, he brought the Quillfish, so smart bring on this part because it kind of shuts down Clef, because it can taunt and haze it and potentially poison jab it. and obviously always gets up a free layer versus me. So left, I have to like weaken Rachi a little, have to remove Quillfish, and then I can potentially win. Zapdos here is my main answer to Torn. Doesn't have the greatest matchup in this game. I'm Discharge, U-Turn, Roost, and Toxic. I opted for Toxic over Default, even though I had a feeling he would try to stack me with Quillfish, but I can play around Hazard. I figured because I have Wish Pass on Alus, I'm not too concerned about that. And this thing, like I've U-Turn to get a U-Turn on, a U-Turn off on a switch into Tita when I come in into Torn to like bob something with Gallade. But I actually didn't break Tita, so U-Turn is kind of useless. But anyway, Pharaoh here, nice Stealth Rock set with Leech Seed, Gyro Ball, and Knockoff. Am I bringing Knockoff spam because I want to remove berries, I want to remove boosting items, I want to remove the leftovers obviously, so Knockoff spam very effective versus Chip because he loves his nice neat items, and I definitely want to I definitely don't want anything to be caught off guard by a random item on his mod. And Alo here is pretty much just here for Tita and Pitar and Embor, Liquidation, Toxic, Wish Protect, also help versus physical Altaria, but besides that, it's like, in this game, absolutely trash, like, it doesn't do much versus it, and this can be like my designated setup for the obviously. Like, getting a Toxic up on Tornadus, on Florges, on Altaria could be clean, as well as Pelosant. But I can kind of play reckless with this thing. I don't really need it unless I need to pass wishes into some stuff with hazards up or something. He has shown a tendency of not running aromatherapy on Florges or Heal Bell on Altaria, so status spam can be very effective with him. That's why I opted for T-Wave and Toxic spam a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So looking at the matchup, as I said, Mark the huge win con, Clef can do some work in Gallade too. Walcor looking decent depending on his sets, but looking at the matchup, I'm not too worried because like Mark is really threatening with him. But I decided to lead off with my Clef in case he leads with pretty much everything bar the Quillfish. I can get off a T-Wave or a Carmine. If he thought I'm definitely clicking T-Wave, even if he reveals the taunts, it doesn't really matter. I don't lose much by it. If he leads Pelosset, I can start Carmining up in his face. Allow him to get up rocks, and even like for Rachi, I'm probably inclined to switch out hard into my Zapdos because it could be a sub-variant. But besides that, Clef is a very free lead, but he actually decided to lead Quillfish, so that's a smart lead on his part, I feel like, because it allows him to get up a layer versus some stuff, but he also knows that Clefable can get out of hand really quickly, and he probably doesn't want me to get up rocks too early because his Altaria isn't mega evolved yet. His taunt is weak to rock, so he probably wants to taunt me here. So I take this as an opportunity to go into my Zapdos, as he actually goes for taunt. So he doesn't go for a layer turn 1, which is nice. Definitely don't want to have him get up an early spike. But yeah, I can like just click U-turn here. I expect Pelosant to come in, which means I can go into my Pharaoh and get up my rocks. So not the worst start for me. I see the taunt on Fish, I get up my rocks on this turn because he's kind of forced to switch out. Probably tells me that he doesn't have the HP Fire as coverage for Ferrothorn. I don't think it's needed on Pelosant, but definitely like an option. So it brings in this Torn. Torn can't OHKO this thing even with an Infernal Overdrive because I have the Orca Berry. But like I feel like Zapdos is my safest switch, and even if he's a bulk up set, I shoot most hits, and like you can just start spamming Discharge, force him out, and if he goes into Pelosant, I can just Toxic that. And he actually goes for the bulk up. Him like I know he has Smackdown, and he probably has the Continental Crush on it. If he's Jolly, I guarantee live a Continental Crush here. And I figured he wasn't gonna be adamant because I have a Gallade, I have a Scolipede that like has to protect otherwise with this thing, and he could use this as an opportunity to get up a second bulk up to like hit me. But I'm also thinking if this thing has the Continental Crush, I probably can like just beat it with Gallade because Acrobatics with a Z Crystal isn't like the best set, I would say. But actually like +1 +1 Acro, it has like a 6.3 chance to OHKO my Gallade spread. with the aggro, like I'm very offensive, only have like 20 EVs in bulk or something. And yeah, it's like actually a thing. What I should have done here, like I make a huge misprint staying, but what I should have done was going into Pharaoh and scout for the Smackdown, Z Smackdown before I go back into Zapdos. Because if he goes for the Smackdown, I can like attack a max of 50, F+1, I'm fairly sure, and maybe like 56. But I guarantee live, and then like I'm not weak to rocks anymore, can potentially roost up and hit him with Discharge. But I actually decide to stay in because I'm convinced he's jolly, but he actually reveals to be adamant. He's gonna knock out my Zapdos. Like this Zapdos, I figured, like I spent so much time on this perfect Zapdos spread, and then it drops turn 5, so pretty unfortunate. But Zapdos, like, not the biggest threat to him, but spamming Discharge would have just been nice for for Gallade. But anyway, I go into my Clef now, kinda bluffing the Unaware, and like I can just T-Wave him. Like he probably thinks I'm like maybe Calm Mindset and want to Calm Mind up alongside him, but he can just spam attacks, force me to softball up and shit like that. But I will go for the T-Wave. Yeah, I don't think he has taunt. Because like taunt plus bulk up plus Continental Crush plus aggro doesn't beat Ferrothorn at all. So he probably has to have superpower on his set. So I can go for the T-Wave, and he actually decides to stay. He gets a crit with the aggro, which is pretty unfortunate. Like it doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but it puts me in range for like a modest Hyper Voice from Altaria, I think. Or an Adamant return from Altaria if he wants to bring that in. But I get my T-Wave off on this taunt, so this is huge. I think I double T-Wave, expecting to try and switch out. Yeah, I do it as he goes into Thousand. I'm like, ooh, I can set up on this thing. I go for the Comment here as he clicks Toxic, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why does Toxic mean? Did he predict the switch into Aloe? Like that's like what I think he would do here. And like on this next turn, I think like, oh, he realized I'm not unaware, because like with the crit he probably like wasn't sure if I was unaware or not. But now he realizes I'm not unaware, I think, and I can like just click Moonblast or T-Wave stuff on the switcher. So I go for the next T-Wave to click him to switch out, but he like actually is gonna reveal a nice tech for my Scolipede, for my Clefairy, and do skill swap. Like pretty nice thread. What he actually should have done, in my opinion, like not that like this thread is pretty cool versus Clef, but he probably should have allowed me to like calm it up one or two times more, because the Toxic counter stacks, and if he lets me like get to +3 or 4, I will take not 12% damage, I will take like 24, 30, 36, depending on how long I stay. And he could have just spent Earth Power, forced me to recover up with my Clef, forced me to like go for another thingy until I'm in range to like take like 50 or something from the Toxic damage, and then hit me with the skill swap. But I wasn't sure if he was aware of this mechanic, but I'm glad he revealed the skill swap that early, so I can just switch out to my Pharaoh here. I don't lose much, but as the Earth Powers, and I can go for a Leech now. As he goes into Quillfish, gets the Intimidate off, doesn't really matter. Gets a nice Leech, get back up to a nice amount, and here I'm like, he brings this in either to taunt, which doesn't make sense because he's already leeched, and have revealed rocks. I don't think I would have another attack, or to get up a layer, so I can go hard into my Gallade here, and pretty much like not claim a kill, but just fire off a Zen to really hit some stuff hard. I will go for the Zen, as he told me afterwards he clicked Explosion here, but my plan was, if he goes into Florges, which I figured was his designated switching at this turn, because Altaria wasn't Mega Evolved yet. If he goes into Florges, he takes rocks plus like 40 from the Zen Headbutt, maybe 37, and then I could have like forced him to recover up and SD on his Wish or on his Protect, on his Synthesis. And if he has Wish, if he goes for the Wish on my SD, it's a huge 50-50, because if he protects and I SD again, I win the game right there. So I probably could have knocked out the Florges with the right combination of plays. But he makes Smutland Sex's Quillfish. Like, it wasn't likely to get up another layer versus me, because I'm like, or like it was likely to get up another layer, but layers don't really matter too much versus me. So he goes into Altaria. This is like a defensive Altaria I'd easily choose, but a defensive Altaria also can't outcome me, but I don't want to risk it. I can just go into Pharaoh to scout for damage and go from there. Hyper Voice is revealed to be modest max special attack Altara. Like this is like Hyper Voice here is like a huge role. Versus me, like 23% is nothing to laugh at. And I'm calculating it, even with my Orca Berry, a Flamethrower has a very solid chance to knock me out, like over 50%, because it does up to like 56 max. And if you Fire Blast, it guarantees knock me out. So I take this as an opportunity to bring in my Mug. And yeah, this is where the fun game starts, because I can curse upwards this thingy. See, roots Cotton Guard, so it's Cotton Guard Roost, Flamethrower, Hyper Voice, and I can start cursing up. I get my Yapapa, can like this is gonna be a long series of plays, because like I'm recycling up, trying to get my health back, always trying to be at a point over point 50 where I have a Yapapa Berry right now, for example, and then fire off an attack or a curse. So yeah, no, I live any hit. Go for the poison jab to gauge damage. Don't get a poison on this first time, would have been nice, but now I can recycle a Sea Roost, which gives me another curse. I'm pretty sure the Flamethrower is trying to push for the burn, but like thankfully doesn't get it. Now I think I poison jab because I still have my Yapapa. Now I get the poison. I know this Mug wins this here 1 vs 1 guaranteed, so I can curse once more to guarantee 2 KO Altara with the poison damage combined. Here's the Hyper Voices. I think I recycle on this turn. Yeah. Like what I'm trying to do now, because I'm now at 2 KO, is to get this Mug at a point over point 50 with the Yapapa Berry still intact, so I can shoot a hit, get my Yapapa Berry, and knock him out on this exact turn. So Flamethrowers again gets a nice high roll to put me in Yapapa range. I recycle. Now this is the turn where I can just attack him. Even if he roosts, like I just poison jab twice and guaranteed to knock it out. He can't storm me because I got the poison on the poison jab. 30% chance, like it's not really hexy or anything. Just happens. So Mug beats this Altara 1 vs 1 with the combination of poison jab and the poison. And yeah, now things are looking clean. Like this Palossand, I know this has to be partial berry, because otherwise it's not a check to my Scolipede. And like I know it. Like I knew this would come. I knew this would be a partial berry, physically defensive Palossand. So I just picked poison knockoff here. Not poison. I just picked knockoff. As he gets his Spadeffer with the Earthfall, doesn't really matter too much, but it means that Flogger's can hit me a little bit harder. But I try to recycle up here, trying to get myself a cleaner amount of health before I knock this thing out with poison. That he reveals the leftovers, so this Flogger's here is not. This is one of the reasons why I didn't bring Scolipede. Like yeah, I knew Palossand would come and maybe Crowfish, but also figured he was likely gonna be Caviar Berry Flogger's with Psychic, which he brought in our first match. So another reason why I decided against Scolipede. But this Flogger's actually would have been the one mon on the squad which Scolipede could have set up on. But anyway, I can just like hit him here. I'm above point 50, I think. Now get my Yapapa Berry back, and now I'm gonna attack him because I know after 40% damage. Thankfully, he never crits me here. I'm getting kind of lucky with this Mug, but I can knock him out, and I'm at 63. Rachi comes in. If he's Cobra and invested, I don't knock him out, but I will do a bunch of damage. And Cobra Berry, 11% Rachi, which means I can just go out into my Gallade because I got another special defense drop. Like doesn't matter, I can just go into my Gallade, click Drain Punch here and win this game pretty much, because I knock out this Rachi, and this Taunt it's gonna take a million from Zen Headbutt, and even like if he attacks me here, I actually flinch him. Doesn't matter, even if he attacks me here, my Clef can just click Moonblast on this thing and win 1 vs 1, because a Parrot thingy is not gonna beat Clefable 1 vs 1 unless it gets really lucky. And I think Clefable, I think I had some speed, which actually could have given me the outspeed depending on his investment, and knowing that he was adamant, I was very likely to outspeed, I think. But anyway, he gets paralyzed, doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, and I can't win this game with my Gallade. So GG to Chip. He had a very strong season, I would say. 7-5 I think was his record in the regular season, maybe 8-4, and he like actually used a very heat squad, I would say, with like nice regular Charizard, Tangela, which I think won 7th mon of the season. But yeah, the outcome, like the result of this game, definitely higher than I expected. But like Chip had a terrible Mug matchup. I gotta say, like it was really hard for him to break Curse Mug, especially without Tita on the squad and with him losing Crowfish early. On the turn where I think he had to attack me with Crowfish, because if I set up an SD, he's in a very bad spot with Rockstep. So yeah, GG, Mug putting in the work, Yellate doing its stuff, and we advanced to the semifinals of the NPL. It's the first time I win a playoff game in the NPL since Season 2, which is actually wild. We got locked out of the playoffs in Season 3 and 4 in the first round. But this time I'm back in the semifinals, and I'm gonna face my boss Sebi, and his Montreal Montfurnace and his Magierna and Gothitail, stupid stuff. But definitely should be a high one, usually great matches between the two of us when we play, so look forward to this. But I'm like super hyped right now. I definitely want to win this season finally again, after like I haven't played the chip in the NPL since Season 1, so let's hope so. Let's hope that I get another title, I would say. But we burn that bridge when we get to it. So if you enjoyed, leave a like in the comment. We'd appreciate it. And I catch you in the next video. See ya.